Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's be totally honest for a second. Moving to a new city, especially a wonderfully chaotic, dynamic place like Montreal, is incredibly exciting, right? It's a fresh start. But along with all that excitement, there's usually this looming shadow of anxiety, especially when you have to figure out a completely unfamiliar healthcare system. I mean, the fear of navigating this massive, confusing bureaucracy, it can be a huge roadblock to actually settling in. And that's exactly why we put this guide together for you today.
So are you feeling overwhelmed by this new healthcare system? Look, if you're nodding your head right now, I just want you to take a deep breath. Navigating a totally new healthcare landscape, trying to figure out what insurance you actually need, how to find a doctor you can trust, or literally just how to get a basic checkup, it's a seriously daunting reality for pretty much every newcomer. It's a heavy mental load, especially when you're already just trying to unpack boxes and figure out the metro system.
But here is the single most important thing I'm going to tell you today. You are absolutely not alone in feeling this way. Literally, everyone goes through this learning curve. And today, we're going to make it simple. Consider this explainer your definitive roadmap. We're going to strip away the confusion, break right through that bureaucracy, and turn all that anxiety into total empowerment. Because you deserve to feel safe, healthy, and supported in your new home. So let's get you the care you deserve. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, decoding Quebec's healthcare system. Second, finding your care team. Third, prioritizing your mental health. Fourth, wellness on a budget. And finally, your essential action checklist.
All right, part one, decoding Quebec's healthcare system.
Now, understanding how public coverage actually functions here is going to be your very first major hurdle. The way insurance works in Quebec is probably drastically different from your home country. And it all starts with one acronym you'll hear all the time, RAMQ. That's Régie de l'Assurance Maladie du Québec. It is a bit of a mouthful for sure, but memorizing what this stands for is step one to feeling secure in your coverage. RAMQ is the provincial body that manages Quebec's public healthcare system. Think of them as the ultimate gatekeepers to your healthcare access. And here's a crucial insider tip. Processing times for your very first RAMQ card can sometimes take a few months, which is exactly why acting fast is so incredibly important.
So how exactly do we tackle this? It boils down to three vital steps. Step one is understanding what public coverage actually provides versus what you might need private insurance for, like certain dental or vision care. Step two, and I literally cannot emphasize this enough, register as a new resident with RAMQ immediately. Seriously, do not wait until you get sick. This is a totally non-negotiable critical action. Once you check that off, you unlock step three, which is gaining access to covered primary care and hospital visits. Just get that registration done, and trust me, you will sleep so much better at night.
Moving on to part two, finding your care team.
Getting your RAMQ sorted is just the administrative stuff. To really build long-term wellness, you need to establish a reliable, local team of healthcare providers. These are the people who are actually going to look after you year over year. So you really need to understand the difference between a general practitioner, known here as a médecin de famille, or family doctor, and a specialist. Your médecin de famille, they are your anchor. They're your main point of contact for general health concerns and routine checkups. Specialists, on the other hand, strictly require a referral. You can't just call up a dermatologist or a cardiologist out of the blue here. And because waitlists for specialists can sometimes be a bit long, establishing that family-doctor connection early on is absolutely vital to avoid massive delays later. Now, here is a huge pro tip that will instantly lower your stress levels. If you're still working on your French or English, lean on translation apps to communicate effectively with your providers. Imagine sitting in a clinic, already stressed out because you feel awful, and then on top of that, you're worrying about a language barrier. No thanks. Learning just a few key medical phrases, or simply handing your doctor your phone with a translated list of your symptoms, completely removes the stress of miscommunication. Your providers genuinely just want to help you, and these tools bridge that gap brilliantly.
Which brings us to part three, prioritizing your mental health.
So the crucial point here is that overall wellness goes way, way beyond just physical health. I mean, healing a sprained ankle is one thing, but dealing with cultural adjustment, language barriers, and just the sheer everyday stress of finding housing, getting a job, and making new friends, that's an entirely different beast. If you're experiencing this, I really want to validate right now that these unique stressors are completely normal. It is exhausting to rebuild your life from scratch. Acknowledging that this is tough is really the first step toward getting the culturally sensitive support you need to thrive. But the really good news? Montreal is an incredibly diverse city with essential support resources built specifically for you. There are actually culturally sensitive organizations completely dedicated to serving newcomers in multiple languages. You don't have to explain your cultural background, they just get it. Plus, it is incredibly important, and definitely make a mental note of this, to keep local crisis lines and emergency services saved directly in your phone. It acts as a vital safety net. Just knowing those numbers are right there in your contacts can give you a massive sense of relief. And on a day-to-day basis, please don't underestimate the power of basic self-care. The transition period can feel incredibly chaotic, so try to establish some small, predictable routines. Prioritize your sleep, even when you feel like you have a million things to do. And most importantly, step outside and use the city's green spaces to relax. Even in the dead of a Montreal winter, just getting out of your apartment, bracing yourself against that icy wind, and grounding yourself in your new environment does absolute wonders for your anxiety.
All right, part 4, wellness on a budget.
We've covered insurance and doctors, but what about your everyday lifestyle? Well, I am thrilled to say that maintaining a healthy lifestyle in Montreal absolutely does not have to break the bank. You can totally thrive here on a tight budget. Montreal has fantastic local markets like Jean Talon and Atwater. Try skipping the expensive chains and visit community grocery stores instead. Buy seasonal produce, it's way cheaper and honestly tastes so much better. And definitely utilize bulk buying strategies for your staples. It's a brilliant way to keep your grocery bill manageable while still eating really nutritious food.
And physical fitness? Exact same story. You do not need some luxury gym membership. Keep an eye out for gyms offering introductory packages for new residents. Check out community wellness centers. They are incredibly welcoming and often subsidize their classes. And never, ever forget that Montreal's parks, like the gorgeous Mount Royal, are completely free. Taking a walk, jogging, or cycling through these amazing green spaces is a powerful, cost-free way to stay fit and burn off some serious stress.
Finally, part 5, your essential action checklist.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground today, and I promised you a highly actionable roadmap. So honestly, get your phones ready and take a screenshot of this, because here are your marching orders to take complete control of your health journey starting right now. Number 1, register with RAMQ immediately. 2, begin the process to establish a family doctor, your médecin de famille. 3, locate at least one mental health support resource and save a crisis line in your phone. And 4, find your go-to affordable local grocery spot. I want you to frame each of these completed steps not as a chore, but as a massive win for your new life in Montreal. You are building your foundation here.
I want to leave you with this really important thought. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Navigating a new city's healthcare system is definitely tough, but you know what? You're tougher. You now have the knowledge and the resources to claim your health, your happiness, and your peace of mind in this incredible city. Never, ever hesitate to reach out for the care you need. So, to wrap things up, I really want to hear from you. What is the most helpful health tip you've learned since moving to a new city? It could be about Montreal or absolutely anywhere else in the world. Drop your advice in the comments below. Your insight might literally be the exact piece of advice another newcomer desperately needs today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Stay healthy out there, and we'll see you next time.